Today is the last day Ellen will be on the air after all these years, and starting on Monday afternoon, we have a new lead-in to our 4 p.m. newscast.
Yay, a little bit of new blood, although it is a show that has been on our air, but in a different time slot for 5 years now. Daily Blast Live is moving to 3 p.m. The show that has been on earlier in the day will now come right before the 4 o'clock news. And if you haven't seen it yet, it's handled by a very opinionated group of hosts talking about the topics of the day. And this week, we've been lucky enough to have the host of DBL joining us live because this nationally televised show is made right here in Denver, which is very cool.
And lots of people don't realize that. So that's special for us. And today, we saved the best for last.
Oh, stop it.
Because we have Al Jackson here, honestly. No, you know, first of all, we want for anyone that doesn't know DBL, describe it. We've asked every host to kind of describe the show.
It's 4 really close friends talking about everything that everybody's talking about. I mean, it sounds kind of corny to say, oh, we're all friends, but we came here from different places and nobody knew anybody in Denver. So we're all like, I guess we're hanging out and doing everything together. So we ate together, we've laughed together, we've cried together, we've covered tough issues, and we also goof around. I don't know if I've ever been closer to anybody that I wasn't related to than my co-host. So I'm lucky. This is a dream job. I was a touring comedian for 15 years. And I was like, I'll try daytime TV, but I was like, I want to be on the road. And now I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I love it. So shout out to Ellen.
So good.
She needs to get her props. She's just a pioneer and just a true legend, and we'll try and carry the torch.
Yeah, and you said you're a comedian. That's kind of one of the best parts about the show. You're funny.
Well,
like,
I appreciate that.
No, you always bring like a little levity to the show.
There
You guys
has to
do
be.
talk about some serious stuff too.
I mean, if you think about where comedy comes from, it kind of comes from tragedy. Like, you have to figure out a way to make terrible things kind of palatable. So like, that's like, it's almost like, I remember, and this is a weird thing, but one of the things that kind of pushed me into comedy. But after my grandmother passed, I was in the funeral, and one of my friends told a funny story, and I remember I kind of compounded it, and we started laughing in the funeral on the way back, the way my grandmother lived her life. So I was like, let's be, you know, bad things are always gonna happen. Let's laugh about it a little bit, you know, come on. It's okay.
You would
Especially
hope at funerals that you would laugh and share,
right.
you know,
There's
and remember the good.
at a funeral. Let's
Remember
be
the
real.
good, but that's a good way to put it.
That's right.
I think it's interesting because you have other things in your background. You were a teacher.
I did.
You're an author.
Yes.
Talk about that.
My youngest son, Ford Bradford, but everybody calls him Ford. He's on the spectrum. He is the love of my life, and you know, I just like learned about autism almost through him. I did a show on MTV where I worked with a kid with autism, so I kind of recognized early on, and I was like, oh, I think my son might be on the spectrum, and he's just changed my life and just enhanced it. So I wrote a kid's book, and it's a story that goes along, but you'll hopefully the kids won't notice until the end that my son, who was not verbal at the time, he's very verbal now, but he didn't. I wanted them to see that in every scene, like even when somebody doesn't speak, they can have an impact on their surroundings. So it's kind of like for parents and kids to learn that, like, being autistic, it's just a different way to interpret things, and it's a different way to live your life. But he's hilarious, and I'm blessed, and my other 2 kids are pretty awesome too.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's all right.
I saw you have a girl too. We love a girl dad around here.
Yes, and getting too old and too tall. And my son's 5'11". I know this is the last time I'm gonna be taller than him, and I'm wrestling with that, Alex. I'm ready to look up to my son, and I don't know if I'm prepared, but yeah, I'm a lucky guy.
I like that. So that's part of what the show is that you talk about being a father.
Yeah.
You talk about opinions about what's happening in our world. And then you can also find levity.
That's really kind of what life is this weird journey. None of us really know what we're doing here. No. You know, we're like, you just try and enjoy the moments, and that's what I found is like, my career was going really well as a stand-up, but I found myself like the more that I would be on the road and I'd be in these cool places and nice hotels, I'd be thinking about my kids.
Yeah.
So now that like I found a job where I can be stable and just in one place and just, you know, it's changed everything. So your kids are awesome, but it's nothing without DBL and meeting friends like y'all, truly.
Before we quick say about the show, you have a stand-up in Denver coming up.
Yeah,
Tell me the date.
I will be at the Comedy Works the 21st of this month. So I want y'all to come on out, laugh a little bit, it'd be fun. And you know, good break. It's in the middle of the week because you need to break the week up a little bit.
That's a good idea.
Wednesday's a slept-on day. I feel like Thursday gets all the props. Friday, all right, we get it. But like Wednesday's like, don't forget about me.
Don't
Get
sleep
me
on
through
Wednesday.
the week.
Exactly.
All right. Well, it's awesome. It's so good to just have a conversation. You're down the hall, which people don't realize. You're
so
around the
like,
corner
come
from us.
knock on the
We never
door.
get to see you, so come on by. Like, don't be a stranger.
I'll be back. Dude.
Okay.
I'll be back.
That'd be great.
So remember, Monday, you can catch Al and all of the hosts of DBL at its new time from 3 to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, right here on 9 News.